I know a lot of people are aware and understand that at TKO WWE is in a $3 billion debit situation, right? Now, this is very crazy for the company. This is not a good look. This is not a good look, and this is the most the fucking ever a company. This is like the worst debit situation a company has ever went through, right? This is like the most financial debit situation that's ever happened in America. Is this situation, right? This would just tell you that TKO has ruined wrestling. WWE has no idea what the hell they're doing. They give their company the TKO, and if they couldn't listen, man, if they would have just went by themselves and leave TKO alone, there wouldn't be any problems. But you know why they're in that situation? Because they can't pay up all the funds, right? Or whatever the hell they can't pay up all their investments. They can't put on good shows. They're not drawing money. They're not drawing any people. They're not. Nobody's interested in wrestling no more, and it's all because of the creative booking, right? It's basically because of the creative booking. But WWE going to them in Silver Lake is the worst decision. They know they couldn't pay off the investments, and that's the problem. If you can't have money to pay off your investments, if you can't pay any money to pay off your dues, when you collab with somebody or you buy some shit and sell it to you, then you shouldn't be a businessman. And that example is Nick Khan and Triple H because they can't put on a good fucking show. They're losers, and this is a perfect example of why they're not good businessmen. They get the backlash that they deserve. Literally, bro. Like Vince McMahon, I don't know what he did. I think I don't know. I think he understood that wrestling is changing. This ain't the attitude era. It's 2024. It's a lot of technology shit going on. So he just transferred it to Silver Lake. And now it's known as a technology company. And basically, with all the ticket prices going up, they're only charging this shit. This is my opinion. I think they're charging us all these ticket prices, right? They're charging us all this shit, right? Because they got to pay off that situation, right? They got to pay off their $3 billion debit situation, right? And that's not going to help at all. Literally, if they could put on a good show, if they really could put on a good show and draw in at least 10 million views or something like that, then yeah, maybe they'll get out of this situation. But here's the thing, right? They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They have the same matches every week. The world champions don't wrestle. Like, really, they treat them like they're fucking kings, and they treat them like they don't have to wrestle. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. They just come out there in fucking suits and stupid clothes and Barbie doll dresses and shit, and they don't want to wrestle. You feel me? Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, they're taking care of their bodies. They're just being healthy. They got to stay healthy. That has nothing to do with that shit. You have to wrestle every week to get better. If you're not going to wrestle every week, you're just going to get weaker. Like, really, I don't care how much time you train in that fucking gym. I don't care if you train every week and don't wrestle every week. If you just train and don't wrestle, that's a problem. You just spend your time in the gym, looking great for the internet, looking good for Instagram, all of a sudden nobody want to show up for work. And that's because of Triple H and Nick Khan. They made that law or rule or whatever for wrestlers to be part-timers. Roman Reigns, he was part-time after Vince left, right? He would have this dude work every fucking week, right? I don't care what nobody say. He literally would have Roman work like every week. I don't care what nobody say, right? Now, I'm not gonna compare Vince and how better, how good of a businessman he is to compare to Triple H. The thing is this, right? If you want to get out of this situation, put on a good show. Why don't you have Cody Rhodes turn heel or whatever the fuck, right? Have him crash out. Stop wearing a suit. This is what Cody needs to do. He needs to wear like some jeans or a t-shirt or something, or I don't know, cargo pants or something. You feel me? Something. He needs to wear something, bro. He needs to have a street wrestler gimmick. And that's what he needs to wear, right? Same with all these wrestlers. They need to start wearing street gears and wrestling gear, right? Now, if you want to wear the bikinis and the boots or whatever, that's fine. But have a fucking shirt on or something. Don't come out, you know what I'm saying? Like with Seth Rollins, right? Like his gimmick from 10 years ago. Have something like that. Because these wrestlers, all of a sudden, they look like fucking weirdos. Bianca Belair is puffed up, got so much muscles, look muscular than half of these wrestlers, and Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk combined. You feel me? You could put the whole roster combined, all the skinny wrestlers combined, and Bianca's bigger than all of them, pretty much. No, it's like, come on, man. It's really ridiculous, and that's why nobody watches this shit. Like, what happened to having cool moments? Like you could have somebody like, I don't know, Jade Cargill coming in a car or something and run over Nia Jax's fat ass. You know what I'm saying? You could just have her run over Nia Jax. You feel me? Like, come on now, make it make sense, bro. You can make cool things like that, but they don't do that no more. Like things like that, maybe could draw more numbers. Could draw more numbers. You feel me? I don't know, like how to get out of this situation because they put themselves in that situation. Like literally, if Vince was still in business, he would definitely pay off the situation. He would have no issues because he knows how to put on a show. He might have had his bad booking decisions, but we're not here to talk about that. He knows how to put on a show and for his world champions to wrestle every week and to show up consistently. You feel me? Oh, well, he booked Brock Lesnar to be world champion. It doesn't matter. Brock Lesnar kicks ass. And Brock Lesnar's character is, I eat, sleep, conquer, and repeat. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. That's his thing, right? He comes in there, kicks your ass, and that's just what it is. That's what it is. Now, Triple H here, he just treats his wrestlers like they're, I don't know. He just treats them like he's a mother or something. Vince is the father, right? Where he gets the business. Like, he tells it what it is. But Triple H just sugarcoats shit and just allows everybody to do what they want to do. Like, Bianca's been out for a while. I'm sure her thumb is healing by now. Mandy Rose and Liv, they're really in a fucked up situation. Seth Rollins too. You feel me? But I'm sure Bianca's good by now. What is she doing? Kevin Owens going to be coming back next year. So a lot of wrestlers will be coming next year. And people are going to say, oh, this is the boom period. We're in a boom period. Oh, this is the greatest of all time. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. You feel me? Now, I'm not having a problem with these wrestlers, but nobody gives a fuck about Kevin Owens, that racist piece of shit. Nobody cares about him, okay? I would like for Liv Morgan to come back. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of these wrestlers really suck. Let's be honest. Anyways, bro. Wrestlers keep getting injured, and nobody wrestles every week is a big problem for WWE. And the wrestlers, too. That's just my opinion. If they could just stay on track, and the more they wrestle, they'll get better. And Jade Cargill, she's getting better, and I'm seeing her doing that, bro. But it's like, come on, man. If the more you wrestle, the more you show up every week, you kick ass or something. Like, come on, man. I'm sick and tired of Cody Rhodes the same promo every week. And that's one of the most downfalls of WWE. Cody Rhodes cutting a stupid promo every week. Nobody wants to hear it. No, if you could get out of this situation, this $3 billion debit situation, take Cody Rhodes out. All you gotta do, remove the championship off him. He's in a fucking jobber seat. That's where he belongs. Literally, he can't cut a promo. He's not charismatic, whatever the fuck he is. He's not entertaining. Same like Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso. They're not. You're pushing Jey Uso to be world champion. And I'm telling you right now, if these two become world champion at the same time, it's going to be a downfall. It's going to be a downfall. They're probably going to award the world title to Jey Uso just so he could take a picture with Cody Rhodes as two world champions just for Instagram. I'm telling you right now, if he wins that world title, he's just going to do it for content. And that's a big problem with WWE. They just want to do stupid shit. Triple H just wants to war his people, spoil his people, and they really suck. Rhea Ripley, Sami Zayn, and Fall 2, they can't draw anything. And I'm supposed to sit here and like, this is the boom period. This is the greatest of all time. No, it's not. It's boring. These people can't draw any money and they're not entertaining. They can't cut a promo for shit. And that's one of the reasons why they're in this $3 billion situation. Really. If they want to pay this shit off, they better push better stars. People better cut better promos and better be entertaining. That's the only way we can get out of it. Really. Now, I don't want to see it like, I know this ain't the attitude era of the ECW, but let's have memorable moments. Like I said, Jade Cargill running over Nia Jax. You can have Cody Rhodes jump off a roof or something and, I don't know, break his leg as he's trying to beat up Drew McIntyre. And Drew McIntyre wins the tournament and wins the title or something. You feel me? Shit like that. Shit like that. And Drew McIntyre, I don't fucking know. He could, I don't know. It's just something, bro. And he's good at cutting promos. Drew McIntyre is great on the promo. Good on the mic. At the end of the day, they're not pushing Drew McIntyre. And I'm going to do in my next video, I'm going to talk about Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre deserves to be WWE champion. That's my next video. Stay in tune, guys.